Yo, what's good? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So yes, listen, look, apparently down in Florida, the U.S. Government has seized the president of Venezuela plane. So, we're trying to figure some things out here because we also know that Trump has told us that they are releasing their prisoners in Venezuela, sending them up here, which we can clearly see what's going on. We see what's happening in Colorado, New York, all these places, what these migrants are up to out here. And then also we have 4 people were deleted on a CTA train up in Chicago out here. What is going on? What is going on? So what we're going to do here now, we're going to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Earlier today, a pretty important story coming out of Florida when we learned that the Venezuelan president, the U.S. government, had seized a luxury jet that was used by the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, that officials say was actually illegally purchased through a shell company and then smuggled out of the United States. This is in violations of several sanctions and export control laws. We were able to hear there with an update from those leaders now talking about the seize and why it occurred. I want to go ahead and listen into that now here on Live Now.
Yeah, Anthony Salisbury, Salisbury, Special Agent in Charge for Homeland Security Investigations, Miami, Florida.
So tell us what happened. What have you seen behind you here?
So today we've seized a Venezuelan-owned aircraft predominantly used by Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in violation of U.S. sanctions and other matters that we're looking at into the aircraft.
What does that mean?
So today we seized the aircraft in violation of U.S. sanctions against Venezuela by the United States government.
Are you able to explain kind of what the sanctions were?
So it's the ongoing existing sanctions that OFAC has levied against Venezuela for years now.
So either way it goes, it's an ongoing investigation. They can't really just specifically tell us what those sanctions are. They don't want to give away that type of information. I get it. Of course, it's the damn government. We should just be used to them not telling us everything by now. But, yeah, this is wild right here. So, okay, they seized the plane. I wonder, was he on the plane?
Can you explain OFAC?
OFAC is the Office of Financial Asset Control. So they designate certain host countries who are sanctioned, not allowed to have U.S. business, U.S. parts, or U.S. origin parts, stuff like that. So Venezuela has been heavily sanctioned by the U.S. government.
How did this happen? So from what I understand, the plane was in the Dominican Republic?
Yes. So HSI, working with our partners at the Department of Commerce, Bureau of Industry and Security, and officials in the Dominican Republic, have worked to seize this plane in violation of U.S. sanctions and, again, other criminal matters that we're looking at with this aircraft.
How did that happen? I mean, did agents go down there and board the plane and take off, or how did?
So yeah, HSI has a global footprint. We have an office in the Dominican Republic. We work side by side all over the world with officials, including officials in the DR. So yeah, HSI will use its global footprint to enforce its criminal priorities all over the world.
Did this happen that you got wind that, hey, his plane is coming to the Dominican Republic? That's a place where we can see?
Yeah, so again, HSI Miami's got long-standing investigations in the Maduro regime going back years. We've seized over two.
Sir, start that one again. Start that one again.
Ask me that question again, sir.
I forgot what the question was.
Did we know about? How did we know about?
That's it. Did you know that someone was coming in with the plane and that you'd be there to just be able to grab it?
So HSI Miami has long-standing investigations into the Maduro regime. We've disrupted the flow of over $2 billion and indicted over 30 members of the Maduro regime, associates, and facilitators. So we are constantly looking at the corrupt practices and illegal activities of the Maduro regime.
What message does this put out there in the world?
It says that HSI and its partners have the global reach to impact anyone, including, sorry, ask me that again.
What?
So hold on here. So they're calling this a regime. Of course, that's close to a cartel, technically. So obviously, the president of Venezuela probably got this plane illegally, from what they said in the first half of the segment here and things like that. So yes, they're maneuvering. Obviously, the United States does not want or will allow Venezuelans to actually have technology that we have here. That's kind of where this is going.
What message does this send out there?
It says that HSI Miami, HSI on the whole, and its partners have the expertise, the global reach, and the partnerships to impact anyone, including heads of state who think they're untouchable.
What was this plane used for? Kind of talk about where it's been, what it's been used for.
Yeah, so this plane was predominantly utilized by Nicolas Maduro on numerous state visits. It's traveled to numerous countries on state visits with Nicolas Maduro. It's been utilized for a lot of official business for the Venezuelan government.
And given the current climate right now with Venezuela, what is the message that you're sending to the Venezuelan government?
So again, that the United States, and particularly HSI and its partners, will continue to investigate the corrupt practices of any regime anywhere in the world, including Venezuela.
Anything on the horizon that's coming up regarding Nicolas Maduro and Venezuela?
So again, our investigations are broad and they're ongoing, and we've had substantial investigations. Today is just one more success, and we have lots more pending.
Have you heard from the Venezuelan government since this happened?
We have not.
Are you expecting to?
I don't expect HSI Miami to, but there will be. So the plane has been seized. It will move into forfeiture proceedings and will allow for that kind of coordination and communication.
Going into forfeiture proceedings, does that mean you'd be able to sell it and use that money for something else? Or
so again, when the plane's been seized, it'll move into forfeiture, and if it's officially forfeiture, then yes, then it would be looked at possibly be liquidated and sold.
Then that money could be used for investigations for.
It would, yeah, the money would be going into the governmental forfeiture funds.
Anything else to add?
So they're going to well, they've already seized the plane, put it in forfeiture. So yes, they're going to take the money and do whatever they're going to do with it. Now, I mean, hey, who knows exactly what they're going to do with the money? We don't know. They're not going to tell us. That's just how that's going down. But the thing of this is yes, they seized the plane. Obviously, this man had the plane illegally, low key, and there you go. So I think also Venezuela just had issues down there with their president electoral situation, low key. I'm gonna find that clip. I'm gonna find that news clip, and I'm gonna bring that to you guys too as well.
No.
Did I get anything? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
If you can stand there just for 1 second, just going to get a quick two-shot.
Yeah.
And as we just heard there, we were getting that latest update. I do want to show you some video. That is the Venezuelan president that you're seeing there on your screen right now. But we do know that the U.S. government has seized that luxury jet. Again, as he was saying, was used in several capacities professionally for the country, I should say, as well. The U.S. government, though, is saying that it was illegally purchased through a shell company and then smuggled out of the United States in violation of the sanctions and export control laws. The plane was transported to Fort Lauderdale, Florida earlier this morning after, as you heard there, it was seized in the Dominican Republic. The plane, though, which is believed to be a Falcon 900, is described as an equivalent to Air Force One, worth roughly $13 million. The special agent.
No, sorry, that's not an equivalent to Air Force One out here. I guarantee you, Air Force One is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds. Almost $1 billion. I guarantee you. That little small ass plane does not have none of the technology that Air Force One has. I guarantee you that.
There in charge for Homeland Security investigations says that the plane, again, was seized because of that violation of U.S. export and control and sanction laws. Certainly something we'll continue to follow. Of course, we know that Venezuela has been in the media for several reasons. Of course, with that election just heating up a few weeks ago. So we're going to continue to follow that here.
Okay, so yes, here we go.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah, just like I thought. Yeah, they're down there having election problems, which is, it is what it is. I think the president now, or claimed to be president of Venezuela, kind of took the election. Like, he just took it and did what he was going to do, straight mafia style. It is what it is out here, people. It is what it is. All right, we're going to go dive off into this next situation right here with the 4 people that got deleted on a CTA train up in Chicago. What is going on here? This is wild. This is wild. Here we go now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Get back to our top story. 4 people shot at a CTA train in Forest Park. Christine Flores live from the scene with more on what the police had to say just a few moments ago. Christine.
Good morning, Patrick. Yes, not too long ago, we heard from the police chief as well as the mayor of Forest Park, both of them telling us that they believe this was an isolated incident. They went on to say that the shooting happened on 2 different trains on the Blue Line that ended here at Forest Park. For now, service here is closed, and they did go on to say that this investigation is early on, so not too many details are known, but they did say that a person has been taken into custody, and that person is currently at the Forest Park Police Department. Forest Park police say they received a call just before 5:30 Monday morning for 3 people shot on the CTA Blue Line headed westbound. Once on scene, officers discovered a 4th shooting victim. 3.
Okay, damn, this is wild right here. Why haven't they released the footage or the pictures of this assailant here? I mean, I find that crazy to me, I mean, I'm just saying, set this fool out. Set him out. Seriously. He's out there creating all this chaos, doing egregious stuff like this. This is wild. 4 people? How do you delete 4 people on a busy ass train out here? I mean, 4 people shot on a busy train. Didn't nobody hear the gunshots? I mean, like, Jesus, man. I mean, I know it's Chicago. Everybody's kind of used to hearing gunshots, hey. Listen, look, I have family from Chicago. It's my family dynamic complicated, but yeah, though, I know about Chicago. Trust me. Yeah, I get it. But Jesus Christ. Okay.
Were pronounced dead on scene. A 4th person was taken to Loyola Medical Center in Maywood, where they were later pronounced dead. Forest Park Police and CTA Security were able to capture an offender description through surveillance video. Chicago police located a person matching the description on a CTA Pink Line train. The person was taken into custody and a firearm was recovered. Forest Park police detectives have taken over the investigation along with U.S. Suburban Major Crimes Task Force. Officials believe this is an isolated incident with no immediate threat to the community.
It's going to affect me. I know I'm not going to be commuting this far on the train.
It concerns you?
Yes, very much. I'm a senior with a disability and I can't see well. And so, yeah, this affects me a lot.
I definitely could see how that would affect her. She can't see well. Probably can't move as fast. That's a crazy situation to have yourself in when you're trying to take public transportation and you don't know whether or not the next person sitting next to you has egregious mindsets and they just want to do people in out here. That's a scary thought. That's wild. Yeah, okay.
Anyone with information on this case is asked to contact the Forest Park Police. Now, as mentioned, the Blue Line is currently suspended between Austin and here at Forest Park. A good alternative would be the Green Line. Also, at this time, no word on any charges. For now, reporting live in Forest Park, Christine Flores, WGN News.
Okay, so yeah, this is wild right here. How in the world do you get on a train, open up fire on a busy train, 4 people get deleted? Man, wow. Man, wow. Yeah, in today's time, you definitely have to watch yourself at all times, regardless of where you go. This is a very sad and tragic situation. Shout out to those people that lost their lives and their families that are grieving for a senseless act. Just somebody that just woke up that day and decided to do this. This is crazy right here. I wish they would release the footage of who they've captured. I guess they have to wait until they actually put the rest of the pieces together to make sure that the gun that they got from him is the actual gun that was used in the crime and things like that. But Jesus, man, this is sad right here. Yeah, you got to protect yourself at all times out here, people.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah. Protect yourself at all times, man. Always be aware. It's a lot of people going crazy out here in America. It just is what it is. Yeah. But it is what it is, though, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.